Baba, you reached Helsinki.
Yes.
Your brother took you from. You say like you guys were told to go to until to the city now, to the train
to the
station.
city center.
To the city center. Then.
So we went to the city center, and then he came to meet us, and we went underground to take the tram because that's where we.
That is the first thing you guys did.
That was the first experience. Like, okay, this is nice. So we took the tram, and then we got. Yeah, he was living in Espoo that time, so we went to Espoo.
How long did you stay in Helsinki?
We were there. I was there for. I arrived on Thursday, and then I left on Monday. So I was there for 4 days.
So how was your trip from Helsinki to Vasa? Because you know when you're coming, I'm very sure you felt like you're going to a village or something. No building at all.
No buildings and a lot of trees.
Yes.
And I took the bus also. This omnibus.
The omnibus.
It took like almost eight hours to get here.
My God, you had a very long trip.
And Baba, one thing. We got to Jalasjärvi, when the bus gets stops.
Yes.
And then at that, they spoke Finnish.
Yes.
That we are stopping for 7 minutes. I went in there to pee and then get something to buy. Do you know, I came back and the bus was gone.
Stop it, Baba.
Baba, they stop. They say it's for 7 minutes. Me, I don't speak Finnish. I don't understand anything. So I thought we were stopping.
Were you alone? The people were coming to Vasa now.
So I went out to get something to pee at first, and then get something to eat. Me, I bought something. I'm sitting down there.
So explain to me. So if it happens like that, how do you do under?
Baba. So when I was like, I saw that the bus had started moving, and then I went out. The guy didn't stop. The bus was gone. So I called my brother, and then we called the omnibus, and then they said, okay, if I should wait there. The next one that's coming, they're gonna talk to the driver, so I will get in there. So I had to stay there.
For how long now?
For almost like 4 hours, 5 hours before the next bus.
And your bag is already in there?
My bag is already there. So someone was coming to meet us. I was with someone in the bus, but he didn't even recognize because when I went to talk to him, that later he was like, he went to even talk to the bus driver, but he doesn't speak English, so he didn't do anything then. So there was someone coming to meet us in the train station, the same place as the bus station. So that person, they took all the bags home, and then they came to pick me also later.
So you reached Vasa. How did you see Vasa for you?
I got to Vasa at night,
Yes.
It was getting to winter, so it was getting dark a bit earlier. So it was dark, and then it looks nice, and even the lights. And
did you already had a house, or you were coming to stay with somebody here?
Yeah, we had already have a room here with my friend, the one I went to Nigeria with, and then with some other guys also. So we had like a big apartment where we were going to stay in. So those guys were already here before we came. So they have maybe moved around, checked the place, and and one thing was, on that week when I came, there was this winter break.
Yes.
So the whole week I was off from school, so I had time to go to the magistrate to do those registrations and everything.
So take me now through the first day you went to school.
So the first day we went to school, that was the next week, and then we went to school, and we had already spoke with our accounting teacher because we came late. He had already started teaching over a month or a month and a week now, and this is like accounting, a little bit of mathematics. So if you don't get it the first time, you're not going to get it.
True,
So we spoke with him, and he was like, when we come to school, we should come and see him. So we went. First thing we did was get to school, went to see him, and then he was like, okay, he's gonna make some extra classes for us so he can teach us what he has taught the class. Nicholas, he's really nice guy.
Okay. So by then, when you started school, did you have a job? Or how long did it take you to get a job or something?
I think it took like 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
So your brother was the one who
Yeah,
was...
my brother was, I was lucky and fortunate
yeah,
that my
that's
brother
nice.
was helping me with the rent and everything, because I saw how it is. It wasn't easy from the beginning.
What was your first job?
My first job was Minoxia, this advertisement paper delivery.
That one I escaped. I didn't do that one. How was it?
So it was this,
explain to the people what Minoxia is.
So Minoxia is kind of like these shops, supermarkets in Finland. They have their paper showing their products and prices and those stuff. So we have to deliver it free of charge to people or apartments. So first thing, you have to go and sort them out. How many they come? Maybe 5
From
papers.
what time?
The delivery was on Saturday and Wednesday.
So only 2 times.
So on Wednesday you have to go do on Tuesday, and then on the Saturday one also you have to go sort it on Friday. So you go sort it out, put everything together. It depends how many papers came, how many supermarkets. So let's say maybe 5 or 6. So you put 6 together, that's one, like that. You know. So for the delivery the next day.
And the winter, you guys are coming from a hot place, and
then you are going with the bicycle.
With the bicycle. How long did you do that Minoxia?
I think I did Minoxia for a year or maybe a year
1
and
year.
a half. Yeah.
Isaac, you did for 1 year.
I did for
Minoxia.
1 year. Yeah.
And the more you did they add you more area?
Yeah, I got more areas, and then.
Was it helping the money that you were getting?
Yeah, it was helping, even though it wasn't like a big amount of money, but it was helping because we had an apartment where we had also like people also taking the other room, so it wasn't like you paying for everything. The other guy was also paying, so it was really helping.
So was that the only job that you got after 1 year? Did you?
Yeah,
get
I think
job?
that was the only job I did for the first year.
For the first year. So at least you are going. The school was starting from what time to what time?
The school was starting mostly 8:15. I have no idea why it's 8:15, but it's like 8:15 we start school. When you are going to school, it's dark. You get to the school, inside the school, you are there until maybe 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. When you are coming home, it's dark.
So explain to me now, and I want you to be honest. What were the challenges you got, like when you came to Finland? What was hard for you? Your experience when you came to Finland.
Yeah.
What was hard for you? What was like a shock when you saw, and it was like, did you even thought like you wanted to go back to Ghana?
Yeah,
like,
I felt like I wanted to
give me that story.
Yeah, I felt like I wanted.
Everybody had that. And
first of all, my dad died 3 weeks after I came to Finland.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
So after 1 month, I wanted to go back home. Seriously. But my brother was here, so I spoke with him a lot, and then. And where we come from. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's true.
You come to abroad, you have a lot of responsibilities on you. So, what first thing is the language. Also, it's kind of like really different from English, and I don't know. I would say the first 3-4 years I was in Finland, I couldn't even speak any Finnish language, nothing, because I was studying in English. So I was just going to school, home, work, school, home, and then doing some little work. So,
so what were the activities you were doing like most of the time? Because for me, I know you as a footballer.
Yeah. So when I came in October 2015, so the following summer I started playing football in Finland already.
Where did you start from? Did you start with the foreigners first?
I started with FC Korsham because there was this one Ghanaian guy who was playing there, so he took me, Andy. He took me there.
I remember Andy, yeah.
So he took me there, and then I started from there.
At least that one was making.
So at least
like
I got something to do during the summer.
Okay. So how were you balancing going to school and work? Was it hard for you?
For the first 3 years, let's say even for the first 2 years, I was doing Minoxia. So it was only Wednesdays and Saturdays. Of course, it's hard when it's snowing and it's slippery. You are doing with bicycle. It's cold. So it was.
And people back home, they think like you're becoming rich. They want money.
You are the big guy now. You are in abroad, so you are rich. They have no idea what you are doing here. So,
my God. So then, after you, when was the school ending? Like, when were you supposed to be graduating?
So I was supposed to graduate in 2019. It was 3.5.
Yes.
So I graduated in January 2019.
Okay, and if I ask you, when you were studying business here in Finland, and the way you say the language was hard and everything, were you planning to get a job in business like here in Finland, or what happened? Because many people, they come here and they do like maybe business, and then you don't even end up getting a work like related to what you studied.
Yeah.
So for you, did you start thinking about like doing other things when you came here? Because when you come to the ground, you see how everything is and everything. Yeah.
So I would say it was just to finish the business school. That was the first thing in mind. Of course, I've heard stories and know people who went through the same path, but they are not getting any work. But I was like, you just get the degree, that's the most important thing. Along the way, when I was in the business school, some of my friends went out to go study nursing. But I still just, business is my thing.
Yes,
so I was let me just get this done, and of course, my brother helped a lot. That don't worry, just get this done, and then we see how it goes.
So now, because now you're a nurse, tell me the transition from you becoming an accountant. What happened? What went wrong? And then you said, okay, let me become like a nurse now. What happened and when was it?
Yes, just start from after I got the business degree. I did a lot of applications, but I didn't even get an interview, because I didn't speak any Finnish or in Vasa you have to speak Swedish also. So I was like, oh, okay, this is hard. At that time I was doing cleaning, so I have graduated, so I was just doing cleaning, working so much. And I'm like, my brother was like, yeah, after graduating, just ask this unemployment office so you can study Finnish. So the plan was graduate from the business school, go study Finnish. Try to get some Finnish, and then we get back to the business and try to find some job. So I went back to the language school, studied for 10 months. I studied for 10 months. So it was around maybe 5-6 months in the language school. Then my friend, I'll mention his name, Vincent, he was already studying nursing. So he told me, bro, even before you graduate in the nursing school, you get to work in these elderly homes where you get a bit better salary and
everything.
So he was like, you think about it, He advised me to think. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll think about it. So I thought about it, and I spoke with my brother, and he was like, yeah, sure. Because my brother came to study business also. After that, he went to do masters in La Peranta. He got the master's degree.
Wow.
And after that, he was working in environment.
Wow.
Where this Mercedes-Benz plant, where they put the cars together. So he was a business guy with master's degree, but he was working in the car company,
assembling and everything.
Assembling of car. So he was like, yeah, if you really want it, then just do it, because
at the end of it,
the day, you're gonna get your money, you're gonna get a good salary, and settle down, and everything's gonna be fine. So I was like, yeah, sure. So I did the application for the nursing, this open studies. I did the open studies first.
So you started with the open.
So before I ended the Finnish course, I started the open studies. So I was doing both at the same time.
I respect guys like you who go to those challenges and you don't. You see now what you're getting now, because there are other people like me. I think, if I had a heart like you guys, like the way you guys decided to do this and this and this, I think I could have been so far. Yeah,
I know.
Because going to study, you're doing Finnish, the way it's hard.
Yeah.
Still you're doing open studies, and then open studies, were you paying that time the open studies?
Yes.
And then you have to go to work again because you need to pay for that open studies. Okay, so take me through like the open study. How is it like? Did you do the open studies until you graduated, or you do it for a while and then
you do the open studies for 1 year, and it's on. I don't know. I think it's still online now. So it's online. So sometimes you have to miss some finished classes also. You have to do calculations and stuff. So open studies for 1 year, and they teach basically the first year courses. So after that, and then you do the application. And then I think since you've paid for the open studies, they consider open studies students first for the degree application.
Yes.
So
And
I
then it's
applied.
free.
Yeah,
Now
for that one,
education.
then it's free. So I applied, I got in, and then entrance exams. I did the entrance exams for the nursing also. And after the entrance exams, I got selected for the interview, and then got into the interview, and then I got admission for the whole degree.
How did you feel when you got it?
Yeah,
Were you happy?
I was happy. I felt
You didn't
good.
feel like, oh, then again I'm going back to school again for another 10 years.
Yeah, of course, you know, you have that feeling, and finish education, presentations, everyday presentations. So it's like they get you to work every time, But yeah, but chef, it wasn't for me. I know not everyone is like me, but for me, sometimes shifting from this business to nursing, it wasn't really a big thing or a big decision for me, because even I wanted to study radiology, this MRR and those ones, but in Finland it's only in Finnish and Swedish. And also I wanted to study physiotherapist because I like football, so I wanted something a little bit of maybe physiotherapy for a football team, but also all of them was in Finnish and Swedish. So I was like, okay, let me just go for this lesson. So
where do you guys get this? Is it like you just sit down and then you think? Because sometimes I'm always thinking like, am I different or what?
I think also it comes from sometimes I just sit down and then I check school applications, and then see if I'll find some courses which are interesting, So I think it's a little bit of the interest of some other courses.
Okay, So you now after the nursing, when you started now, when did you graduate? Have you already graduated from that?
So I graduated last December.
How have you seen it now since that time? Are you getting good money?
Yeah. By the grace of God, it's good. It's better now.
Do you love what you're doing now?
Yeah, I love it. I like it so much. And right now I'm in the elderly home.
Yes.
Of course, I'm the registered nurse there in the elderly home. But this is just for the first year after graduation. So, doing something basics and getting to know how it is. And then later on try to find work in the central hospital.
Okay, now let's talk a bit about football. You said you started with Korshom.
Yes.
Korshom. Was that like a small team, or it was in a league or something?
It was in the third division.
In
Finland,
How was it? How was the experience playing with Are they hard like the way you guys played in Africa?
No, in Africa we play hard. I know Finnish guys are also big and strong and tall, but
the rough is
the rough plays, back home. We play in the stones, but still we play rough.
Wow. But is it like if you were to pursue like football completely, because there's a time I met you and you were really into football completely. Were you doing it just because you want just to enjoy football, or you wanted, if you could have taken it serious, you could have gone to other stages of football?
I even from childhood, even before I came to Finland, the plan was, the dream was to become a professional footballer.
Yes.
But back home, our parents, if you want to be a professional, and it's like in Ghana, those who are pursuing football, it's those who doesn't have any choice to go to school. They don't have support. They don't have that support for school. So then they take football serious.
Somebody like you, at least you had like parents who were willing to take you to school. That's why they were like, no.
So then let's go to school. And then, I mean, of course, in high school I was playing for the school team also. So it's like go to school and then a little football aside, if it happens, of course, it happens. But then when I came to Finland and the time that I met you, I was like, you know, I've come to Finland, I've come to a foreign place, I'm playing football. I don't know if I'm a good player, but my friends can say.
Kante.
So I was like, oh, then this is a good place to, you know, get to a little bit of some.
So you started with Korsham, then after that?
With Korsham. I played for Korsham for a while. I played for Korsham for almost 4 seasons, I think, there. And then
because there's one day I asked you, like, why is it like you had a team that was going up the division, but you yourself, you said, no, me, I just want to go back again. Like, you didn't want to go with them so fast because you said, like, it takes too much time. And then when you go in a higher division, they will need you to always, like, be coming to training, like, maybe every week. And you still have bills to pay. So why were you, like, always, like, you guys are playing so good, you're going forward, but for you, you decide, like, oh, let me come back, like, I start with this other. Because now, how many teams have you played?
In Finland, I've played 3 teams. 3 different teams. But, okay, a little bit of correction. It's like, it wasn't like the team I was playing was going up. It was just an opportunity for me to go up, like, change teams, change to a different higher division. But changing to, like, 2nd division or 1st division in Finland also demands your time. And because they train, like, every day of the week. That time I was still in school. I was working.
That's why you was now, you know, I get it.
So, and then in Finland they don't put a lot of money in football, so you might not maybe get so much money
that it can help you to pay your bills.
Exactly. So it's like it will be a very big sacrifice to do.
It's true,
so it will be. I think it's good for example, the citizens and people who have maybe Kela support or people who has, you know, this. I know some of my playmates. They are from, for example, Kosovo. That they have their citizenship here and their parents are here, so they don't have a lot of bills. Then it's a good opportunity for them to go up. You know, but for me it was school, work.
But the good thing about you nowadays, for you, they don't give you a trial. They already know what you can bring in football. So because you've been playing for long, so they can even start looking for you everywhere. Okay. So now which team are you playing?
So from Korsham, I moved to Norvala in Voro. Played there for 2 seasons, and then I switched to FC Kisto in Vasa last year. And I played there for last year. And then this year I moved back to Norvala.
Why the shift again to Norvala?
So when I was playing Norvala, it was in 3rd division. Now Norvala came down to 4th division, and they want to come up. So they spoke with me that they need good players, experienced players, to help the team come up to 3rd division and go up maybe 2nd division. So I was like, it's my old team. I've played there before. They treated me really good there. So when they asked me, I was like, yeah, of course. Why not?
What have you gained, or what experiences can you even explain, like, you've gained since you came to Finland? What are those things that now you know that what have you learned here in Finland? What is the positive that has come out of Finland for you yourself?
Out of Finland?
Yes.
I would say the first thing for me is a little bit of change of attitude. How we think back home and how we do things back home. And when you come to Finland, it's different. And I would say maybe it's a little bit better. You see how they do their things. They are always on time. They are honest to get the job done. If they can't do it, they'll tell you they can't do it. They won't lie. You know, they can't lie. Of course, they can lie, but they don't lie. And they are honest. These kind of little things you learn from them. You look at the whole picture of the family and a little bit of. I'm not a big fan of politics, but you see what the countries plan and what they are doing for the people. You compare
By the way, have you ever experienced, like, when there's elections here? I don't even know sometimes because they do it in an orderly manner. It's there's no people shouting there and
you don't see anything. And then and
they say the truth. Like, you go to the city in the city center, all the contestants, they're there. They have their small houses there, like small. They talk to people like
Exactly.
talk like face to face. They explain. You see their manifesto.
You could even see
ask questions.
a presidential candidate there coming down to talk to people.
Yeah, it's not like the one that you are holding a mic and you're like,
okay. So it's different, you know. And then they have a good system. They build upon it. They have good plans. They are progressing every year, you know. So all of these things affect you, affects your life and how you also want to be, trying to be a better person.
Okay.
So yeah, at least
Then
in that way.
I have something now I want to introduce in this channel. Yeah, I will ask you something, and I want you to say the honest thing, and then we'll come back one day. You're gonna look at this one, and then you see if you have already achieved that one. What is your plan? Your 10-year plan? Are you planning to be in Finland for more than 10 years, or what is your plan for the next 10 years?
The next 10 years.
10 years or 5 years, you can just plan.
Yeah, for me, even the next 5 years, I'm planning to be in Finland. That's the plan.
You've gone safe. You've gone safe because there are people who are saying like, oh, in 5 years I'm gone. Then after 5 years I'm finding you there still in Minoxia. So 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
You're still in Finland. So are you planning like your whole life? Like, are you going to start a family here in Finland? But sorry first. Are you single? Are you dating?
I'm not single now.
You're not single?
I'm dating, yeah.
Are you dating?
Yes.
Oh, guys, too bad. Okay, you're dating.
I'm dating my mom, so.
Okay, so you are planning. You're planning to have a family here in Finland and everything. Yeah, that is good because at least you're honest. You're not trying to like, if that is how. But if anything happens,
yeah, of course.
Are you planning like?
Things.
For like they sometimes like you can plan like maybe you're planning to go to the UK or another country, or for you just feel like.
Yeah, of course, I've had even people. You talk to people. You talk to people from Ghana. People from other countries, and everybody have their experience, and also it's a little bit of what you want, what you really want. To some people, they still want to have party and enjoy, this kind of UK life is in them. I understand, but it's also boils to what you want and what are your plans, because if you move to UK, for example, there are some benefits. I'm not staying in Finland because of the benefit, but there are some benefits you might not miss it. So it all depends on.
First of all, when you're in the UK, like it's good because at least you can speak English. Like the first thing is the one thing like everybody, because every place here in Finland you go, you'll have to think like, will they understand what I'm saying in English, or can I say in Fiji? Yeah, like that.
Yeah. And as we like football, if you're in UK, you get to see these Premier League games and stuff like that. But also mine is, okay, I can stay in Finland once a while. I can go and watch Premier League game. It's more fun for me once a while than every weekend being there.
Tell me one good thing about Vasa. And why Vasa? Why you chose Vasa and you haven't, even after graduating, you haven't gone out of Vasa?
One thing about Vasa is a little bit of availability of the services. That everything is kind of closer, that you don't have to go a little so far to get to the center or to get to the services. And then also
comparing it like to other, like maybe big cities in Finland, how do you see Vasa? Like, is it a place like you see, like, even if the way you're saying you're going to stay here even that 5 years, more than 5 years now, are you feeling like you're still going to be here, or you feel like you can even change a bit, you go to another city?
Oh yeah, of course. Even the plan before graduating was, if it's possible, to move to other city like Tampere or Helsinki, but also it's also a little bit of the comfort, and I'm not saying being the comfort zone is good, but when you see also in a city where it looks like everything is even here compared to Helsinki or Finland, just that there is a lot of those things. But
It's
what
more
you got,
options
you
and
get in
everything,
Helsinki,
yeah.
there's
Yes, you get it,
some
yeah.
of them here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's a little bit of that also.
Okay, that's nice. Because I did, for me, when every time I ask this question, I always ask because even getting you today, I feel like if you are somewhere like in Helsinki or me, I'm in Helsinki, it's too quick. It's so busy there. Even getting a sit down like this one that we are talking like for over an hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, is going to be so hard. And then you coming from where I'm staying, it's hectic. So sometimes I only understand like, yes, it's good to change, to go to other places and explore. But sometimes even if you say comfort is bad, sometimes at a point, if you're comfortable, sometimes it's better.
Yeah,
sometimes.
because all that we are looking for is to be comfortable.
Yes, it's true.
So
it's true. Because you're looking to become comfortable. We come for comfortable again, you're like, no, this is too comfortable. I need to go and challenge myself. Yes, it's good if you do something like that. But it's an option. Like if you can feel like you're comfortable there where you are, you can just
exactly what if you got whatever you need. For example, I'll give you an example. If you live in Vasa, you get an apartment, good apartment you like. You get a job that gives you good salary.
Yes.
Let's say you got a car.
Yes.
At the end of the month, you're able to pay your house, pay your car bills and those electricity bills and those ones, and then you're still able to save some amount of money.
Yeah, it's true.
This is you know, what else do you need? You know? So.
So any last advice you can give to any person who's watching, any person who wants to come to Europe? What is the advice that you can even try to? We are not experts, but we can just try to give.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, if you feel like you want to do something, just do it. I mean, if I say just do it, it's not like just doing it. I know it's a lot of process, a lot of stress that you're gonna go through, but at the end of the tunnel is the light.
Hey, it's been good, man. Today at least I've learned something a bit from Ghana until when we reach in Vasa.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, bro.
And hope you come next time.
Yes.
And next time I need you to come with your family, because after 5 years I come. I want to see some family.
Yeah. We have some projects. Can't be here.
Okay. But thank you very much.
Yes,
thank you very much. And
thanks for having me,
man. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wow.